Hi there, my name is Mars. This is my channel, We Gay! Welcome to another episode of Yearning. What number episode is it, you say? You ask? I don't remember. I've kind of lost count. This game is going on a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but I love it. I'm having fun. Let's just jump right in. Friday, November 24th, 2000. Yep, I did it again. You spend the rest of the long weekend hanging out with Adam, Carlos, and Hannah. Hannah and Adam seem to get along really well. That's cute. And it makes you wonder why you never thought of really introducing them before. Okay. This is what I thought was going to happen, maybe. Now, let me... I want this. The fun, unfortunately, comes at the expense of studying, but you feel like you deserve a break anyway. Adam seems to avoid the frat house, which doesn't surprise you. Carlos mostly hangs around you and Adam over the weekend, saying that the house is lonely with so many people gone. Should I start pointing it more like this? I don't know. I should know this stuff. I know about sound and music, but whatever. He also tells you that he's emailed Elliot about his condition, but hasn't heard back. He says he finds the silence frustrating. Adam tells you afterward that Elliot's still talking to him, and the two of you wonder what's happening between the two of them. Okay. You managed to talk to Janet a few times over the weekend, but she's mostly busy with her show. She tells you she's really enjoying it, despite the hectic schedule, but that she'll also be glad when it's over. Jake, Dan, Nikhil, Nate return at different times on Sunday. You meet up with Jake, Nikhil, Hannah, and Nate for board games after dinner, and Jake insists on Power Grid. Nate seems to make an effort for Jake, but ends up losing by a lot. He seems pretty frustrated by it. The rest of the week flies by, and everyone seems to start preparing for finals. You don't manage to see much of anyone. Even Adam seems to spend most of his free time in the library studying. Friday, December 1st, 2006. So I guess it's just this whole semester, right? That's what I'm guessing is the time frame of this game. You walk out of class on Friday feeling both relieved that classes are over, but filled with dread at the prospect of finals the next week. I dropped out of college, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Kind of. Carlos and Adam are waiting outside the building for you. Mars! Carlos convinced me that we should see a movie tonight instead of studying. You're welcome to join us. No, we're forcing you to join us, Mars. Come on! Adam sighs and shakes his head. Dude, the three of you head to the yard. Looks like they're a little busy tonight. Why are they side by side like that? Are they linking arms? Why does his hand look so small? Hey, Mars! We're going to see a movie tonight. Oh, us too. You should join us. The five of you get a table. Okay, what's gonna happen? Pineapple, jalapeno, pizza. Huh? Can't say I've ever considered that combination before. It's only the best thing ever. Liz G giggles. Peppers give me fiery shits. Okay, hold on. I just have to write something down, so just stay calm, okay? Dan laughs. That's a lie. Girls don't poop. I gotta write that down too. Okay? Just don't worry about it. Well, at least two of them do. When there's a couple around. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! That is really funny. We can order two different pizzas. I think Mars would appreciate something different anyway. Maybe sausage and mushrooms? Just sausage. I'd do that. Adam orders the pizzas and some salad for the table. Pfft, salad. It's healthy. For rabbits. Suit yourself. So how goes finals prep? Sorry, just the structure of that sentence is not me. It doesn't. Dude? Yeah, I'll study Chico this weekend. Sometime. I only have one, but I have lots of projects to do instead. I think I'm ready for mine. They're all later in the week at least. Chico here has been doing nothing but studying lately. That's not true. And sleeping. And eating. I had to force him to take a break this evening. Well, there's a lot to go over, dude. Yeah, because you totally don't already know it all. Well, I want to be sure that I do. You're like Liz. She's been studying a lot recently too. I figure D is for diploma, right? Yeah, I think my parents would kill me if I came home with a D, but projects are less stressful than exams at least. The food soon arrives. The pizza, as always, is delicious. Can I, ask you a question, Dan? Does he want a hand job? What's up? Are you and Liz dating? Ew. Dan laughs. Definitely not. Look at that sweater he's wearing. Are you kidding? Okay, are you gay? Are you gay? Adam chokes on his pizza and Carlos hits him on the back while Dan laughs. You know, a lot of people would consider that a rude question. Not me. Sorry, No, it's fine. I'm not a lot of people. I just do a lot of people. In the butt. Where those people are men. Liz G giggles and Adam drinks some water, shaking his head. Why do you ask? Mars and I have been talking about things, but I don't know. I knew it! You're totally a fag! I am into that word, but I understand maybe some people don't like that word. Anyways. Daniel, language. That's rude. Sorry, Nate and I just, You're totally gay, though. Carlos chokes and looks like he wants to disappear. Hey, I am too. Most of the people at this table are, but sorry, you're gay and want to meet more gay people and generally find yourself, right? Carlos shifts uncomfortably. Something like that? Dan, I'm channeling Liz today, but you're making him really uncomfortable. Sorry. I totally know that feeling. You should come to Q&A sometime. Mars mentioned that before. What is it? It stands for Queers and Allies, although in practice it's pretty much all queers and no allies. Liz G giggles. Everyone there is friendly. If anyone gives you shit, my girlfriend will shut them down. I think it's a nice way to meet people. Maybe. We meet every Saturday morning around 9, although I think tomorrow's is the last scheduled one for the year. You should come by. 3rd floor of the student center. Soon you finish eating. We should split the check. Say nothing. Why would I say nothing? Let's split it. Sounds fair? You split up the check and head to the movie theater together. So what do we feel like tonight? Dude, there's a new Van Wilder movie. Oh my god. How about not? Actually, that sounds like it could be good. I guess there's not really anything else that looks better. I don't particularly want to see Casino Royale again. The 5 of you buy tickets and walk into the theater. It's remarkably busy. Busy in here today. Not sure if we'll find 5 seats together. Well, there's some in the front, but I don't think any of us want to sit up there. I think I see a group of 3 over there in the middle. I can sit with Adam and Carlos, Dan and Liz. Fuck. If I sit next to Dan, he'll probably try to jerk me off. Let's do it. That works. We'll see you afterwards, Mars. You grab a set of 3 seats with Dan and Liz. This will be great. Sequels are normally terrible, and I love to see them screw up great films with terrible sequels. Watch. Taj will light himself on fire and fall out a window again, but this time there will be drama in the hospital burn ward. He's just too hot for you, Liz. Haha. I bet that Van Wilder doesn't even appear in this. Oh, like that American Pie sequel? What was it? Bandcamp? Well, yeah. The dad was in that one still. The dad is hardly a main character. I don't know, he's pretty important and awesome. Those eyebrows. Do you think they even got the same actor to play Taj? Oh, That would be pretty awesome if they didn't. I have no idea who they're talking about. I never saw that fucking film. Like that one sequel where they recast one of the main characters? Eating Out too? Okay, I did see one of those Eating Out movies. I swear you can read my mind sometimes and actually remember movie titles. Dan, we just saw that movie last week. Well, I don't know. I was kind of concentrating on the abundance of dick, which I spent the past week trying to unsee. Uh-huh. You know you liked it. You're gross, and I hate you, Dan. I hate you too, Liz. The lights dim and the previews start. The movie ends up being rather terrible. Yeah, makes sense. Liz keeps stifling giggles, and Dan seems glued to the screen, a grin plastered on his face. Soon the movie is thankfully over, and the lights come back on. That was so awesome. I'm sad they didn't recast Taj, though. Yeah, that would have made it even worse. He was actually pretty good in the first movie, but I guess he was kind of the sidekick there. It just didn't work here. In the best ways. Oh, of course. The three of you head out and meet up with Adam and Carlos outside the theater. You found a collectible molten candle. What am I doing with that? That was so terrible. Tell me about it. I'm so happy right now. We like watching terrible sequels to see how badly they manage to screw up films and franchises. Carlos shakes his head and wanders off. I'm gonna go. It was nice spending the evening with you two. You bid Dan and Liz good night and follow Adam. Oh well, I don't know why I'm so bent out of shape. It's just a movie. It's been a stressful semester, dude, especially for you. Carlos sighs and runs his hand through his hair. Yeah, I guess it... Yeah, it has, I guess. I don't know. Still, you had a nice evening, right? Yeah, I guess. He sighs. Sorry, I just kind of want to go to bed. Want to walk us back with you? Want us to walk back with you, dude? No, that's fine. Go study or whatever. If you're sure, dude. I'm sure. Thanks, Chico. Good night. Carlos heads back toward the house, and Adam shakes his head. I worry about him sometimes, but I'm glad he has people he can talk to at least. I mean, he talks to me, obviously, but I mean about things that I don't have any particular insight into. He sighs. You know about Dick. You have one, right? I've seen it. Thanks, Mars, for being there for him too, in your own way. It's probably not really fair to you, but I'm glad you two are friends. The two of you head back to your room. You spend the rest of the night studying for finals alongside Adam. Saturday, December 2nd, 2006. I'm gonna take a little sip of water here. You wake up early on Saturday to a knock at the door. Adam groans and pulls his pillow over his head. You open the door to find Carlos, of course. Hey, Mars. Carlos, it's too early for breakfast or running. Actually, I was curious about Q&A. I wanted to see if you'd go with me, Mars. That's a good idea, actually. Mars had to drag me along when he wanted to go the first time. You been to Q&A, Chico? As moral support, but yeah. You figure you should help Carlos in whatever way you can and agree to go with him. You quickly get dressed and head to the student center together. That's cute. He stops you in the hallway, pulling your arm. Aw, he's scared. Why am I so scared, Mars? I felt the same way my first time, but everyone is friendly. Don't be scared, everyone is friendly. Man up, Carlos. I'm never, ever saying anything like that. I'm gonna say everyone is friendly. I felt the same way. Thanks, Mars. That's actually somewhat comforting. You walk into the room with Carlos. It's already full of people. Mars and Carlos. Look at his face. He jumps up and gives each of you a hug. James nods at the two of you from his seat on a couch. You sit next to James on the couch, figuring it'll be the safest spot. Carlos sits next to you. Nice to see you again, Mars. Liz brings the meeting to order. It's pretty uneventful, mostly involving discussions on resources and meetups for people remaining on campus over the break. Soon it's over, and most of the people file out. Dan sits on the arm of the couch next to James, who scoots closer to you. You made it, Carlos. I guess. Goodness, you still look absolutely petrified. Reminds me of you, Mars. Shut up! Babe. I'm Liz. That's also Liz. That's James. It looks like you've met Dan already. James stands and grabs his bag. Time to go. Only 4 more shows. Bye, James. He hands Carlos a piece of paper. Let me know if you want to talk. Jameson has a crush. Not hitting on you, just talking. Is that what they're calling it nowadays? James shakes his head. Thanks. He heads out and Dan sits on the same spot. So you could talk to James, or the two of us could have some more intimate conversation. What do you think I was gonna say, Liz? The two of you could talk in here all you want, but take your conversation somewhere else. So distrustful. You should see someone about that, Liz. I should get going as well, actually. Study group to make. Liz G hugs you, Dan, and Carlos. Bye, Marlos. Bye, Marlos. Oh my god! What the fuck? Bye, Mars, Dan, Carlos. Seriously though, Carlos? No sex in here. I should probably go too. Well, offer's always open. That applies to you too, Mars. Should probably get some of this paper done myself. Carlos quickly excuses himself, and you follow him back to your room. You find a collectible, habanero. The rest of the weekend... Why didn't we stay? The rest of the weekend ends up being full of studying, both individually and with Jake, Nikhil, and Hannah. Hannah freaks out about her progress, insisting that she's going to fail everything. Jake seems to be similarly driving himself crazy. Nikhil calms the two of them down a bit by quizzing them. Naturally, the three of them have all the material down already. You only wish you had the same confidence. It makes you particularly glad you have friends you can study with. Carlos actually sits with you in your room and makes some effort at studying. Adam seems pleasant by this effort, although he's less impressed when Carlos fails his pop quizzes. Oopsie. Carlos complains that Adam's questions go too far back to material from earlier in the year. Adam just sighs and shakes his head. James naturally ends up being ridiculously busy. Don't care the rest of the weekend and his shows and classwork. Dan ends up being busy the rest of the weekend as well with his final projects. Carlos asks you to put him in touch with Dan. You have considered asking to join them, but decide to give Carlos space. You and Janet talk about finals, and she seems pretty confident, but also excited that her shows are ending. You secretly are too. You miss talking to her more frequently, but are comforted by the thought of seeing her in person in a week. You actually take your finals throughout the following week. Unfortunately, studying for the next one ends up consuming most of your time during the week, but you don't feel like you do badly on any of them. Okay? Friday, December 8th, 2006. You walk out of your last final Friday afternoon. Glad you're finally done, but somehow feeling bittersweet about your flight home tomorrow. Wow, is this going to be it? You head back to your room to see if anyone else is free. Carlos is there, sitting on your bed and talking with Adam. Uh-oh. Hey Mars, I don't think I've failed any of my finals this time. How are yours? Adam laughs. Yeah, because you studied. For once. They were fine, seemed pretty easy. They went well, I think. We'll see. I'll say the middle. You think? I tend to find that I think I did worse than I actually did. There's usually a curve anyway. Curves are the only reason I passed some classes last year. Dude, it worked out, didn't it? Adam shakes his head. Anyway, you're going to the frat house for dinner and stuff. We're going. We are? Dude. Sorry, yeah, that's fine. I was just... He shakes his head. Never mind. Chicken. Just kidding. We don't have to go if you don't want to go. I just figured... It's fine. I've been avoiding that place too much lately anyway. I guess my excuse of having to study isn't going to work anymore. You're welcome to join us, chicken. You quickly unlock your computer to find a message from Jake saying they're playing games before dinner. It sounds fun. I'll tag along in the house with you. I don't want to play games. I do want to see them, but I don't want to play games with them. Let's go to the frat. Great. The three of you head to the house. The common room isn't too busy, with a few brothers crowded around the TV playing and watching Guitar Hero. Adam looks strangely uncomfortable, seemingly avoiding Steve. Steve notices the three of you and nods at Carlos, but doesn't otherwise talk to you. Dude, you look like you're going to shit a brick. I don't know, this is stupid. You guys are all my friends, but I'm just not around as much as I should be. Carlos shrugs. Maybe the frat just isn't for you, Chicken? It's a great way to make friends, sure, but now you've made them, and you were never really into all the events. I always wonder how different things would be if we'd actually lived together this year here. You'd probably spend most of your time in your room studying. Maybe. Dude, don't stress so much about it, and don't feel like you have to do more than you want. Steve can ride your ass, but... Yeah, he can. But that's his problem. One of the twins wanders into the room and Carlos stiffens. Speaking of writing, she'll... Hold on. What do you think I'm writing down? She looks around the room and notices the three of you and makes her way over. Hi, Ashley. Lee. See my sister? Sorry, Lee, not tonight, no. I bet she's hooking up with that guy again. What's his name? Tim? Could be. She turns to Carlos. I hear you're gay now, Carlos. I think we should be going. Adam. That's cool. If you ever decide you want to come back to the world of... You know how to find us, but I'm going to go find Lee. Nice seeing all of you again. Thought she just said her name was Lee. She wanders back through the door, and Carlos looks at Adam. What just happened? Was that actually Ashley? I always think I can tell, but then Ashley always claims to be Lee, and I second guess myself. He looks over at the TV where two brothers are putting down the guitars. Also, I think it's our turn with the guitars. Do you want to play with Mars? Dude. I don't know. They don't care. No one cares. Everyone is happy for you. Are you going to play or not? Dude. I know, dude. Where's your car, dude? Dude, where's my car? Dude, where's the car? Dude, where's your car? Dude. I know, dude. Too many dudes. But it's our turn. Are you going to play or not? Talk later, play now. You and Carlos play a couple songs. Carlos quickly gives up the guitar afterward and retreats into the dining room. You and Adam follow him. Dude. Oh my god, stop saying dude. I'm okay, chicken. Just confused, I guess. Well, it's a good thing, right? No one gives a shit about where you stick your dick. Dude. Okay, I could have phrased that better, but still no one cares except for stupid people that aren't here anymore. Yeah, I guess, but it's still weird, you know? Also, I keep freaking out that my parents are going to find out somehow. Well, maybe it'll be fine. Or it won't, and I'll have to go home and I'll lose everything. Adam puts a hand on his shoulder. Dude, you've always got me. You know that. Carlos shrugs his hand away. That's not what I mean, and you know it, Chico. Adam sighs. Yeah, I know, and I can't pretend I understand your situation, but I just... He trails off, biting his lip. Thanks anyway, chicken. But it's true. Things are not going to be okay with them, and until I graduate and get out of here, there's not anything I can do about it. I know this is probably terrible advice, but maybe you should be a little less open if you're so worried. I mean, I'm super happy for you, and will always support you and everything, but if it's really that big of a deal, maybe. He sighs. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. More like 1 step back. You still have got a lot of friends who care about you, regardless. This is true. And hey, worst case, we can find some girl to pretend to date you or whatever, for appearances to your parents at least. Dude, that's a terrible idea. I don't know, I don't exactly have a textbook I can refer to on how to help my gay best friend who's afraid of getting disowned by his parents. I know, I'm sorry, He sighs and watches some brothers enter the room with pans of food. I'm hungry. And there's food here now, we should eat. Sure, just if you need to talk about anything, and don't think it's something you can't talk to Mars about, and you don't think it's something, or if it's something I can help out with, yeah, thanks, Chico. But those look like ribs and mashed potatoes. You heard that right. Adam shakes his head but smiles. The 3 of you get in line and grab plates of food. You notice Lee and Ashley enter the room hanging off either arm of some guy you think you've seen around before. Adam notices him too and shakes his head. The 3 of you grab an empty table. Steve walks in, looks around, and walks over to your table, taking a seat next to Adam. Hi Steve. Any plans for the break, Adam? I don't know. Carlos is coming home with me, and I figured we'd play it by ear. Steve throws an arm over Adam's shoulders. You're so tense, eh? Relax. Finals are over. You've got most of a month to yourself. Yeah. Steve shrugs and stands. It's good to see you around here, though, Adam. Hopefully you'll be around next semester. We still need someone to run basketball lessons. I kind of assumed those weren't resuming. Depends on if we can find someone to run them. You're pretty good. You could do it. We'll see. Sure, have a good dinner. Steve leaves and Adam lets out a breath he hadn't realized he'd been holding. Dude, that wasn't let's just eat and talk about break. The conversation turns to happier topics and Adam seems significantly more relaxed by the end of dinner. Ooh, they're bringing out chocolate cake. Grab me a slice, dude? Maybe I should just grab the entire cake. As much as I would love to see you eat an entire cake, that is probably a terrible idea. Carlos heads over to join the cake line, and Adam shakes his head. This is weirdly nice, you know. Dinner with just the three of us? Not that there's anything weird about it, just that, he shrugs. It's nice. Carlos returns with a large plate containing 3 slices of cake and forks. It's delicious, as expected, and the slices are soon gone. Dude, I didn't think I could finish that, and now I don't think I should have. There's always room for cake. I should probably head back and make sure I'm packed for tomorrow. I haven't started. Dude, you know our flight is at 9 a.m., right? What? I thought it was at night. Or what? Not what? What? No, 9 in the morning. Go pack, dude. You probably could fit into my spare clothes, but I'm not sure you'd enjoy that. Yeah, fine. I'll see you tomorrow, Chico. And you? In a month, Mars. You and Adam head back to your room while Carlos heads upstairs. You find a collectible chocolate cake. It's nice to not have any studying to do for a while, although I guess I could always read some more medical textbooks. Why? I'm sure Carlos won't let me do anything like that, though, and will constantly be dragging me to the beach or something, which is probably good too. I hope he's okay, though. Will you keep talking with him, Mars? Like, I don't mean about anything specific, but I feel like you're better suited sometimes to talk with him about things. What, because we're both gay? Of course, but I think you sell yourself short. I'm sure you help him more than you know. I'll say the last one. Jen is my best friend, and she's straight, but she's always been there for me and helps me through everything. You seem to do the same for him. Adam nods. Sometimes I don't feel it, though, because I feel like he's just, I don't know, closes himself off? It's hard to see because he's usually so happy and carefree, and I know it must suck to have to deal with that kind of thing. And it sucks that this is the kind of world where it's even something you have to deal with at all. He shakes his head. He's always shaking his head. But thanks, Mars. I hope you're right. You reach your room and Adam sets about stuffing various items into a glory hole. Backpack. Sorry, I got those two confused. You chat with Janet, just kidding, online for a bit, who seems especially excited to see you the next day, before packing up some things yourself and heading to bed. Oh shit, is this the end? You end up not having a boyfriend in undergrad, despite going on a few dates during the second half of your freshman year. For some reason, none of the guys you see feel right. You're pretty sure Dan provides all the sex you need anyway. You, Hannah, Nikhil, and Jake get adjacent apartments to your sophomore year. You move in with Hannah. Oh, that's so cute. Studying and gaming together are frequent occurrences, and you're thankful to have made such good friends. In lieu of dating, you concentrate on your studies instead, wanting to make up for your terrible first semester. You eventually graduate on time. Is that it? Oh, I was like, what the fuck? You and Janet keep in touch, even as you eventually grow apart over the years. She and Tom break up toward the end of her sophomore year. You spend a lot of time talking to her over the phone and supporting her, but in the end, she agrees it was for the best. She switches majors after deciding that being a drama major was ruining her love of acting and manages to graduate on time with a major in economics. She ends up working for a small finance company in Maryland and starts dating a guy she meets at her local drama group. They get married after less than 6 months of dating, which raises some eyebrows, but she assures you he is the one. They start a family together, and she names you godfather to her kids. The two of you never lose touch, always making time to see each other. That's nice. Ooh, is this like the extended version? You particularly enjoy spending time with her growing family. Look at the hairs. Hannah and Nikhil break up, surprisingly amicably, but to no one's surprise, shortly after returning from winter break. She's braided her hair. He grew his out. Games are awkward for a while, but the two of them seem to enjoy each other's company, enough that things are soon back to normal. Hannah swears off dating, throwing herself into classes instead. She takes on a double, then triple major in mathematics and Japanese. Nikhil dates a few women through the years, but none of them seem to be serious. Jake tells you he thinks none of them can live up to Hannah in Nick's mind. Okay. Nate and Jake continue dating to everyone's surprise. The facial hair and he's got Jake with that hairstyle. They look good. They look good. They look good. Your junior year, they show up to games with matching rings. What? Hannah squeals so loudly that you get kicked out of the student center. Nate graduates that year and takes a job at a financial company in New York. You can tell the distance is rough on Jake, but they make it work somehow. Jake tells you that Nate really hates his job, though, and he's trying to convince him to move to SF with him after graduation. I mean, that makes sense if he has a... Did they say financial or tech job or something? Moving to the Bay makes sense. Whoa, she cut her hair. She cut her hair and style it. Everyone's got different styles here. Whoa, everyone's getting married and shit. Liz and Liz get married in 2008 in a small ceremony at a restaurant near campus. They invite you to the wedding and you tag along with Dan and James. James sits in the corner with a soda water most of the evening. Strangely though, you think he really enjoys himself. Nate crashes the wedding and he and Dan sneak off to have sex in the back. Liz graduates in 2008 and Liz rushes to finish her master's degree before the two of them move to New York. Liz gets a job... Oh, I think I've probably seen her around. Just kidding. Liz gets a job designing women's clothing. Okay. Liz takes a job managing a bank. They make their marriage official in 2011, the day after it becomes legal there. Whoa, that's gay. Dan graduates on time in 2009. He grew his hair out. Oh, he's got his ear pierced. His book, 50 Things I Would Do to You, ends up being a hit to everyone's surprise. He moves to New York and continues writing, producing 2 sequels, 50 More Things I Would Do to You, and 50 Things I Did to Your Dad. Oh my fucking god. You feel like he's trolling with the last book, but it somehow sells well anyway. He buys a nightclub in the city, of course he does, with his royalties, and really seems to enjoy the company and the sex, of course. You manage to make it out once and pay him, and it a visit. You're pretty sure once is enough. He grows his hair out. James moves to LA after graduation to pursue a career in acting. You mostly lose touch with him since he seems to be busy all the time. You see him on TV one day on a new show that seems to take off overnight. You send him your congratulations and manage to catch him on a day off. It ends up being nice to catch up again, and you're glad things are working out well for him. Whoa, Elliot. Aww. Elliot never does return to the university, although you hear that he eventually gets a clean bill of health, which Adam still finds amazing. He enrolls at a small college to be closer to home, and eventually graduates and gets a job with GLAD in New York. You move to SF after graduation to take a job at a large web company. Makes sense? Hannah, Nikhil, and Jake also move there and form a startup. Nate eventually joins them, and it seems to do very well. You keep in close contact with the group, meeting up for frequent board gaming. Nate and Jake miss a planned games meetup one day and call you from New York instead. Jake, oh shit, says they spontaneously decided to get married. Nikhil laughs and Hannah squeals, and you're really happy for them. Oh, Carlos! Aw, he looks so nice. Carlos. Wow. Adam moves to SF after he graduates to attend med school at UCSF. You don't manage to talk much, his schedule being completely crazy. Carlos follows him, having reluctantly completed his degree in biology a year late. He lands a job in the administrative department of a hospital, needing to work to stay in the States. You meet up with Carlos sporadically after you move out to the city. It turns out he's a really good cook. Just kidding, I did that on purpose. He spends most of his free time on the limited beaches in the city, and The nude beaches? I've been. He often complains to you that he wishes... I used to live in the Bay Area, by the way, for like 2 years. Back in 2008 to 2010, I lived in the Bay Area. And he often complains to you that he wishes Adam had gone to school in San Diego instead. Still, you can tell he enjoys Adam's limited company enough that he doesn't really mind the rest. So we're all... I'm the lone rogue, baby. Blue plastic ring. Let's see. A cheap novelty ring made of blue plastic. Diploma holder. A fancy frame for holding a university diploma for wall mounting. White 10 card. A large card depicting some ruins and numbered 10 from lost cities. White friendship bracelet. A woven friendship bracelet made of white thread. Purple friendship. Purple friendship bracelet. A woven friendship bracelet made of purple thread. Yes, okay. Running shoe. The left shoe of a pair of running shoes. It's red and looks well worn. Okay. Work university pen. Anniversary. You have unlocked a game difficulty option in preferences. You have unlocked the placeholder sprite style in preferences. And that is the end. Journey's end. That I can't believe I just finished. Yearning. That song. Wow. That's it. Wait, I want to see what these preferences are. Wait. Oh. First time. Na 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 na. Na na na. Oh, there's so many collectibles. Na 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 na. So yeah, thanks for sticking with me. This was a fun playthrough, and well, I was gonna say if you have any other suggestions for games like this, to like tell me, but also that is a tier in my Patreon. But whatever. Speaking of Patreon, I have a Patreon. And the lowest tier is a sticker and invite to my private Discord channel, where you can talk to me. I can talk to you. We're basically texting each other through this app. And I post memes, video game related memes, $1 a month. Hey, can't beat that. Yeah. Thanks for watching this far. I think I said that already. And almost said stay sexy and don't get murdered, but that is someone else's closer, and I'm not gonna say that, even though I just said it. And then I said I wasn't gonna say it, but I said it. Oh, anyways, yeah, leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in not the next video, because that was the last video I was gonna say. Yeah, just thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. Instagram, I'm not my screen name at all. I'm Dizzy, which is my old AOL username from when I was like fucking 13. But anyways, thanks again. Goodbye.